told the coach she gave me minutes. Still complaining why I be living, they don't like how I be winning. Yeah, I flip it, do my dancing, gotta get it pretty. Cause I'm a Christian, he the reason, yeah, he did it, yeah. Gotta get it, told the coach she gave me minutes. Still complaining why I be living, they don't like how I be winning, yeah. Yeah, I flip it, do my dancing, gotta get it pretty. Cause I'm a Christian, he the reason, yeah, he did it, yeah. Yeah, they liking how I'm living. I've been praying hard, but I've been praying like a Christian. I just need my minutes, told my partners, gotta get it. I ain't breaking sweat because my team, they always winning. I been making moves like we on. We said I'm blessed, about to grab it though.
Yo, stream. My mic was muted. Alright, so stream. There's a legend already. Like, he's just. Yo, stream. My mic was muted. Alright, so stream. There's a legend already. Like, he's just.
Next weekend, find a teammate and head to Rush 2v2. Win 4 games in a row for a chance to earn exclusive Rush apparel, VC, and more. And for even more Wednesday fun, check out Dunk Fest, where you'll be working with the community to reach the target number of dunks. Rock that rib.
Well, the ceremony.
Thank you, D.A. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Then you played under a number of legendary coaches. What traits do they share, and how were they different?
Well, the great thing about all of them, they had me. So that makes
Okay,
it.
check that box, right?
It's something that they all had in common. I'm not saying that it's me, but it is heaven. I think what makes them great, what makes them great, is the ability to relate, and also the ability to change direction. Like, you could have a game plan, and then all of a sudden change the game plan in the middle of the game and come up with a new one if it's not.
Well, I even go a step further. You're also, the great coaches adapt to their personnel as opposed
Oh, my
to
jump shot.
personnel adapt to them.
Uh-oh.
Greg Popovich.
Stream, I put this wrong jump shot up.
Beating you in the 80s.
Yeah. And now
Then he's the guy that started
the
this
running.
whole offensive
Yep,
thing.
this running thing.
And the Lakers making a change here. Gasol's checked in. Here's Jackson. The teardrop falls in.
That quick burst off the pick allows Jackson to separate and get the look he wants.
But this might miss me a ball game.
Lets it go with a
My
three.
jump shot.
Hits it
Okay.
from three-point range.
Okay.
And this the first action for Junior in the NBA. A lot, Greg, to like about the future for this young player.
All the hard work and grind that Junior's put in his whole life, it's all led to this moment. Without a doubt, this is something he'll never forget.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Oh, and here we go with Rondo. Nobody back. Drops in the breakaway layup.
Rondo is a pro in transition. He can flat out get it done.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Junior. His three-pointers off the mark. Clippers leading by 10. From 11 feet away, Jackson gets the bucket.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Fires the three.
Yeah, this is gonna be a problem.
No good.
My jump
Missing.
shot.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Clippers ahead. They lead by 12. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer, but Kyle Kuzma's
biggest area of growth would definitely be on the...
Now having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you think, guys?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
Ivica Zubac is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Rondo in at the point. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
But that is gonna mess me up, bro. Like, I'm 1 for 6.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And all the skill used on that crossover, you might want to save a little bit for the finish. Unable to convert there.
Playing next to a superstar, Kenny, you've been there before. Talk about how LeBron helps all the guys that are around him succeed.
I'll tell you, playing with a guy like LeBron, you know, same as playing with Akeem when I did earlier in my career. I played at Sacramento. I averaged 17 points a game. It was the hardest 17 points in my life. I used to go home and pass out.
What about our special guest? Kenny, thanks for taking the time to join us, dropping by. Always a pleasure. You add so much to the broadcast.
Man, thanks for having me. This is just great.
Thank you. And Greg, a lot of fun to be joined by Kenny the Jet, huh? As brilliant as he was on the court, he is just as amazing off it.
And, you know, Kenny has this amazing knack for describing what he sees with such clarity. Rare gift, and I'm glad he could share it with us.
Kennard with the ball. Gasol covering.
The former defensive player of the year, Gasol, showing his stuff.
Lakers trail by 11. Here's Junior. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And it's 7 points for Junior. And Junior, coming into the NBA from college ball, wasn't the top recruit from his class, Greg, but he showed what he can do.
Junior had some fantastic performances during his college career. Nobody was quite sure where he would land in the draft. This team's convinced that he can be a factor in the NBA.
Kennard's shot is off.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Now, Junior kept alive. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that concludes the first half. Clippers lead by 9. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Platoon swap here for the Clippers. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I
my
was
goodness.
championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No
And
kidding.
yeah, well, I was wired
Wow.
shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, ouch. Taking a look at the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Harrell. Then it's Junior. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 spot. Marc Gasol is checked in for Alex Caruso. Here's Rondo. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
Rondo is so tricky, consistently looking to take advantage of the defense being too physical with him.
And Rondo drops them both. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 11. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it. And the energy of a guy like Montrezl Harrell can rub off on the entire team.
Yes, it can. GA, he plays with a high motor, generates steals, blocks, and deflections. He's active all over the court, and now we're seeing it on the offensive end as well.
And that one drops for him.
What a great shot. This is why Harrell shoots over 60% for his career.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Cousins with it. Pass to Rondo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now, here's Junior. He's covered closely. To the paint. Here's Harrell. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for... And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you.
My jump shot.
They stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us. We'll see.
Changing my jump shot. Which one, y'all? Think I'm gonna go with Jordan. Which one, y'all? Think I'm gonna go with Jordan.
Hey, good to see you.
Great game.
Everyone, listen up. That was a great team effort last night. Keep that energy up, and we can do great things. Let's get to work. We really need to push the tempo and get out in transition more. Let's get on the baseline and work on filling the lanes better and getting the ball to the middle of the floor.
That's all
Watch this.
Now we're rolling. You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Nice bucket, Davis.
It's him. Bro. Like, bro.
Come on. Focus.
Next time, man.
Good work in practice. Make sure you get some rest in the gym.
happening in 2K21? Stick with us to find out. Welcome to a new episode of 2K TV.
First, how about a chance to win?
Ladies
and gentlemen, at this time, direct your attention to the center court for the award ceremony. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up.
Stream, all I gotta get is my freaking badges up, bro. Good.
David Aldridge is on our sidelines.
And a late first-round pick back in 2017. Kyle Kuzma making an immediate impact with his scoring. Shaq, why did he fly under the radar at Utah?
I think often scorers have more freedom in the pros. You know, the Lakers have definitely needed his offense, and he's been a little up and down, but when they need him, he's always there. Best believe he's always going to be aggressive.
It's a good list. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by James. White, bounce pass. Satoransky with it. White finds Vucevic. Back to White. 5 on the clock. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Now, here's Junior. White covering. Here's Junior, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
And Shaq, we've talked about free throw shooting. For some guys, it's always going to be an issue. What have the new intentional fouling rules done to make the game better?
I think it cuts down on the endless fouling. I think the new rules also make the game go faster. You know, this game is meant to be entertaining and go fast. You don't want to spend 4 or 5 minutes, which turn into 30 minutes by just fouling the guy who can't shoot free throws.
That's supposed to be his alley, but he barely jumped.
97% at the line. So that rule wouldn't work for me anyway.
Well, it does give it a better pace, you're right. White dishes to Aminu. The pass to Tice. Here's White. Good work there as it goes. White's got 8 points.
There's a certain level of fearlessness we see from White, not fazed by that contact on the shot.
Here's Junior. No good with the triple. Bulls trail by 7. But they grab their own miss, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Bulls shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
And going.
Shaq, everyone knows you produced immediately when you came in the NBA, winning Rookie of the Year. So, did you ever have a welcome to the NBA moment that you recall?
Actually, but it wasn't in the NBA. The year before, we played against the greatest college team ever assembled, the UNLV Rebels. Greg Anthony, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon. What a team. We weren't supposed to win that game, but we won that game. And you know it's all about confidence. Listen, everybody can play, but the guys that have the more confidence are the guys that are going to go out there and do it. We won that game.
I had forgotten how great names on that UNLV team.
So I would say to myself, look, if we can beat Larry Johnson, those guys, I can play with anybody in the NBA. So when I came in the NBA, I was just
confident.
Yeah, I was just really confident. But to answer your question, David Robinson and Patrick Ewing taught me that I wasn't.
This jump shot is good, but it's like I can't
work on it.
I tell you what, though, boy, it was hard to play at LSU. It's hard to win 5 against 8.
Go.
Back to you, Ernie.
Bro.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Junior's out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Laker 5. Got that bucket in no time at all. He's got 5. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Now here's Levine. Defense is right there. And again, no good by Chicago. Always adding some levity to the mix. Shaquille O'Neal, thank you for stopping by. That headset is available for you whenever you want.
Kevin, I just want to say thank you very much. It's been great. Greg, you know I love you.
I love you too. I'm the big Aristotle.
I'm at a loss for words. I hate that.
No, that's okay, Shaq.
No, I just hate that.
Right.
I hate that I have to leave right now.
Give me a tissue. Give me a tissue. It's okay, big fella. It's
I don't
okay.
want to go back upstairs with Ernie and Kenny.
Oh, well, yeah,
I want to stay here with you guys.
Give me a tissue.
Thanks.
And Chris, you think about Shaq's ability to raise his game under the spotlight. We're seeing him do that as an analyst with us here courtside.
This is a guy who led the Lakers to 3 consecutive titles, during which he had the highest scoring average for a center in NBA Finals history. Big fella steps up when he's counting.
And Satoransky wide open. He fires. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart. That's now 7 out of their last 10 coming off the assist.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Levine from outside the arc. A rebound by the Lakers. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going.
I missed.
And you could see frustrations emerge.
And it's hard not to get discouraged on such an off night shooting the ball, but somehow they kept the intensity. Yeah, I mean, that was a really gutty move.
And so it's Los Angeles ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. They've been playing. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say? LeBron. A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Chicago. Satoransky comes in for Kobe White. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 14-6 run. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Taking a look at the Bulls, Satoransky runs the point with Levine at the 2. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Young. And it's Williams at the small forward. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
He's been a different player since halftime. Coming on strong
now. Now, here's Junior. Satoransky covering. Here's Harrell. The rebound by Young.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Levine again. Chicago.
Strange game for him. Barely made any noise in the first half, and here in the second, he's been everywhere.
Here's Junior. And again, the Lakers no good. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Junior, 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And Levine comes to help. Shot clock at 6. No coverage that time. Caruso's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So for the Lakers right now, we've got Markieff Morris. Also, Marc Gasol is out there. Matthews out there with Junior. And it's Caruso in a shooting guard.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And that one's good, Junior. Junior, a second-round selection for this team in this year's draft. And Greg, he showed them enough that they wanted to get him into their system right now.
Junior is exactly the kind of project you want to use a second-round selection on. It might pan out, it might not, but you love the upside on this kid.
And the Bulls making a change here. Aminu's checked in. Green passes to Temple. There's the three. It doesn't go for him. And the Lakers going the other way now. Down low. And that one's good, Junior. Junior's got 9 points here in the second half.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Passes it to Valentine. Rejected by Gasol.
Trying to challenge Gasol, big-time two-way player. He gets it done on both ends.
Felicio kicks to Temple. This one for three. Caruso grabs the miss. Lakers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. To the middle and stolen by Valentine. Here's Green, tipped away. And here we go. Junior heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Junior's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, tonight another chance for Junior. His NBA debut, lukewarm at best, but we knew he'd need a bit of time to adjust to the league.
You know, Greg, Junior was viewed as a project when he came on board to this team. No surprise he'll have his teaching moments early in his career.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
The importance of... And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helped, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching.
last night.
Over here, gentlemen. Time to get to work. If we want to be a winning team, we really need to shoot better than we have. Break down into your stations. Gonna get a lot of shots up today.
Can't even watch this.
I'm gonna go 38.
Get your mind right.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, he can ball. Great energy and practice. Don't leave the gym without putting some individual work in.
A bunch of you keep in touch with the 2K community on TikTok. Personally, I like to swipe anything 2K and dogs.
I have an idea. Ding, ding, ding. How about you create a 2K TV TikTok dance challenge?
Yo, G, how these glizzies gonna be for dinner?
And as the Lakers entered the building, there was a fierce look in their eyes. That's the look of a team out to defend its home court. The bronze likeness of Lakers and with pregame routine.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Always looking to bring his guys with him. Thanks, David. The starters for the Utah Jazz. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Ingles, and it's the three. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Drummond in at center. And in the early part of the season, some teams changes here for the Lakers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. And Junior subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Utah also making some changes. Favors comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Joe Ingles.
Boy, this is as exciting a combo guard as there is in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell's craftiness, his assertiveness, all of those things make this guy special.
Here's Junior, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Lakers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. That free throw, no good, and the Lakers making a change here. Horton Tucker's checked in. Utah also making some changes. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert, and O'Neal subbed in for Mike Conley. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Clarkson dishes to Mitchell.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s, players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
Now Clarkson, after the missed 3 from Junior. Clarkson passes to Mitchell. Back to Clarkson for the 3. The shot, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, they took advantage of some porous defense in that one. Really got the shots they wanted.
Give them some credit. I'll tell you this, they caught an opponent on a very off night defensively, and you take advantage. Simple as that.
And they pick up 2.
Well, Donovan Mitchell will beat you inside or out. If you want to do a job defensively, you've got to push him out of the paint.
Now, here's Junior. Covered by Mitchell. Junior the pass to Harrell. Inside. Sweet move. Here's Davis. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. Davis has got 8.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Mitchell. Rebound the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity. Throw it up and let Montrezl Harrell finish.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Mitchell kicks to Clarkson. In the corner, O'Neal with it. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Junior. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Great awareness in crucial situations. Nicely done.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. A bit earlier, we had a chance to chat with Kyle Kuzma, who loves.
You know, for me, it's super cool. Just
Kuzma, Greg, has certainly learned a lot, proficient at the offensive end, and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Ilyasova. Clarkson is out there with Mitchell. Then there's Favors, and it's Niang in at the small forward position. Pass to Junior. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Derek Favors.
Wow, Oh, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Lakers have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
The Jazz making a switch here. Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. Bogdanovich comes in for Ilyasova. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Mike Conley in for Mitchell. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thanks. For the Utah Jazz last season, there was a lot of fallout from the COVID crisis. But Rudy Gobert was able to patch up things with his teammates, and specifically guard Donovan Mitchell. And Gobert realized his mistake. For a team with so much maturity and potential to win, it's good to see them finally be able to turn the page. Guys?
Good to see things back on track. Thanks, David. Conley, the pass to Niang. James against Ingles. Conley with the 3. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Junior with it. Now defended by Gobert. And that one's good, Junior.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Bogdanovich finds Gobert. Here's Niang. Nails the baby hook. Niang's got his first 2 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Timeout called the Lakers. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter, and their ability to get. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So and with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening. Checked in for Los Angeles. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Another miss by Utah.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Junior's out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Now, here's Junior. Covered by Conley. Stolen by Michael Conley. To the inside. And Bogdanovich, the bucket on the assist by Conley. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Mitchell finds Ingles. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Ingles has got his second bucket tonight. Lakers leading by 20. Jr. the pass to Drummond. Now, here's Jr. Tight defense on him. Six to shoot. Up again. Davis on the follow. Davis has got 6 here in this quarter.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Utah's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3 to the paint. Here's Conley, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Junior, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. A lot of talk about reseeding in the playoffs when you got down to the final 4 teams. If it ensures the 2 best teams make the finals, it would seem to me, Greg, to be worth it. What about you?
You know, it could be. I think about the worldwide attention on that championship round, but you got to get the Eastern Conference teams to sign off on that. And, you know, we've seen it happen in the past where the power shifts from one conference to the other, but ultimately nothing better than seeing the 2 best teams play for it all.
Well, you can give them a steady diet of pick and roll, because if Jordan Clarkson gets downhill, it's trouble.
Caruso, the pass to Junior. On deep, drills the three-pointer. Junior's got 14 points for the game. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Jazz. They host the Kings after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
I mean, simply an incredible postseason performance from Donovan Mitchell. The team went out in the first.
.156 left in the game. Here's Mitchell. The shot from the low post is good. You know, Greg, you look at the numbers that Mitchell put up in that series. Simply amazing.
I mean, he was putting up 40, 50-point games like it was nothing. At times, the guy looked unguardable. Truly one of the young stars to come out of the Orlando bubble.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. Clarkson is out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Ingles in at the small forward.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very...
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponents.
And that about wraps it up. For Dorisburg, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and...
Great game.
right, everyone, bring it in. Great game last night. One of the best I've been a part of. Let's keep that focus and energy going in today's practice. Aim to be great. Today, we're going to work on stopping teams from getting easy buckets in transition. Set it up and get started.
Easy. I don't even go to the outside, but boom, every time.